said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Pittsburgh's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Paulo.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Give to the running back. Finds a little space. There he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's #2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Oh, they're after him. He's got him. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give out the gun. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to bully their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The kick is on its way. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown there.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is my...
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. False start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Takes the easy one to the back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going through. Fires toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Lowers those pads. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Holder finds his man on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. From the gun, that will give it on the inside. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll run for it on third and short. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Takes the handoff. It's Love. Got enough for the first. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Throws for the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. Well, that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Marches ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Pitt right back to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. They got that second and goal.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it... a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Holstein. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Panthers have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Behind his big tight end. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think, setting up fourth down. And that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island.
There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wants to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. From the gun, the running back has it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11. Pitt pushing the pace. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got him. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. He'll pull it on the read. They They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And as he throws, got it in the middle, it's Hicks. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The Panthers are at the line. the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to pass, it's Carr. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Got it in the middle, it's Washington. Going the other way, and he's got room. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Trying to get it in. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He'll heave it deep. Snags it on the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Pitt right back to the line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Heaves it deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Lee. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. The missed 51-yard field goal now gives this offense good starting field position at its own 34. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw on first down. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The huge explosive play put him right on the door. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these...
Breaks into the open. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off or when to pitch it and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks. In this game, and
the defense got him at the 27. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback,
throws toward the end zone. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's no good. He missed it. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not.
Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside kick. Spins away from the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Works the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the back. Crosses the 45. Turning it on. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll ride the hot hand. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the tailback. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you've got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Buying some time. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. From the gun, the ground game. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Makes the grab, it's Williams. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Reed. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Back up now. Here's second and long. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Love. At the 35, he's open. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Rushes on him. The short hands, it's Johnson. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he motors into the end zone. Now Pitt. This game is almost certainly decided already. The good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. caught in the backfield. It's Williams. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose on the right. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give is to Williams. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Spits it out to the back. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Snags it quickly on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Makes the grab. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Got it behind the lines. It's Thomas. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running back searching for a hole.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Got his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalry